Okay, welcome in, guys, and happy Wednesday to you. I guess we're just trying to make it feel like basketball season with the weather outside, so we can't get too excited about spring and March with the weather being what it is, which obviously threw a little wrinkle in our plans with supposed to play St. Joe Central last night, not able to get that in, so we've moved it to today. Or tonight. Really important for us to get that game in for a lot of reasons. One, mathematically still alive in the conference race, but two, it's senior night, and I want to make sure to be able to recognize the seniors that we've got the right way, get them a recognition, get their families a recognition for all the things they've done for us. So hoping the weather can hold off today and we can get that game in tonight. And then Friday we would go over to Kearney. And what'll be a terrific non-conference matchup to finish the regular season with them. We've had some fun battles with them over the years, and I know Friday will certainly be one as well. And then next week will be district play will start. We received the 2 seed in our district. William Chrisman received the 3, so that's our matchup in the first round. So Tuesday the 27th at 7:30 at Truman High School, we'll play William Chrisman. Liberty is the 1 seed. And then the 4-5 game is a play-in game on the Monday, and then whoever wins that would play Liberty before us on the Tuesday. So, by this time next week, we'll either advance in the district tournament and have a chance to play for the championship, or our season will be over, which is crazy to think about as far as timing goes, how fast it can go. So a lot of work to be done between now and then, and I know the guys are looking forward to it. So turn it over to you all for questions.
What changed differently on Friday that led to Kathy and Hughes getting majority of the points from inside the paint?
Truman played a bunch of dudes that are like 6 foot, so that helped. The mentality was really good though too, that we were able to throw it in. They scored some early buckets, got some early buckets. The guards were looking for them. They were open early. And so then it just kind of self-perpetuated where the guys just felt like they were open, felt like they were going to make plays. So matchups help. We had a size advantage and certainly tried to exploit it.
With tonight being senior night, what is the message you would give to all the seniors?
Yeah, so it's a really good question, because it's a really interesting balance to try to strike, because there's nothing that you could say, and I've told the seniors this, there's nothing that I can say that's going to change their emotion about how they feel about tonight, because each one of them, it's going to be different. Some of them it's going to be really, really sad. Some of them it's going to be anxious because it's their last time playing. Others of them, they're going to be able to treat it like a normal game. So there's going to be a wide variety of emotions that go into tonight. And I just hope that they can handle it in a way that honors them and the careers they've had, honors their teammates and their coaches. But senior night, anytime, but especially with the amount of seniors we've got, is always a challenge.
With playing Central tonight and Kearney Friday, how important is it to win out to carry momentum into the postseason?
Yeah, Brooke, I mean, I think it's – so, of course you want to win, because you want to feel good, you want to carry momentum, but we don't want to win these games any more than we wanted to win Rockhurst night 1 or Columbia Hickman night 2 or Ray Peck night 3, or just like we didn't want to, we wanted to win Oak Park in the Jewel Championship, and et cetera, et cetera. So I don't want to place too much of an emphasis on it, because then if you don't, then it feels like, you've got a letdown. But at the same time, if you struggle and don't win, and my barometer is not playing well, right? Because you can play well and lose. But if we don't play well and then we lose, then that's when, guys start to get a little nervous. The idea is that you're always playing your best basketball at this time of year. We hope that after, a week where, wasn't anything to write home about with Park Hill South and Liberty, we hope that that's done and that's in our rearview mirror. And we're kind of looking forward and still have the potential to achieve some things that we want to with it. So, yeah, it's just important to play well. Yes, it's important to carry momentum, but I don't think that you can put too much of an emphasis on it because then it can work the other way against you.
You obviously talked about us North having the number 2 seed in the district tournament. What is your execution plan to ensure the boys will make it back to the district championship this year?
Well, so we've got some things that we've had in the works for about the last 4 or 5 weeks to prepare for who we could potentially see. So credit to our coaching staff. Our assistants have done a terrific job compiling a lot of information on the opponents, potential opponents. So now we're sorting through all that. But also, as far as it goes, we can't emphasize it too much because then the guys will feel too much pressure, right? If it's too different from any other game. So we've got a plan. We've got a plan of attack. We've got a way that we're going to go about it. But you know, the details of how we execute in those high level of games are always the most important thing. So are we able to handle our special situations? Are we able to handle different lineups? Are we able to handle different defenses and stuff? You know, the details of that will be very telling about success.
How do you feel about most of the guys on varsity graduating at the end of the year, and do you think they have met the goals and expectations that you have had for them?
Yeah, Garrett, that's probably a better question for me to answer once the season's done because it's more reflective. No, I don't think we've met our goals or expectations. Why? Because there's a lot more left to continue. But how do I feel about it? This is, of course, going to come across as just, you know, coach speak, but I'm just worried about tonight. Like, if I think too much about that, then I get distracted, and then I'm letting them down. I have emotions, believe it or not. I have emotions that aren't any different than the players or their families or everybody else as far as the reality about where we're at. But, you know, when you invest so much, when you love guys the way that we try to love each other, I mean, yeah, there's certainly the how do you feel component of it. The beauty of this team is how much they care. Sometimes our detriment is that we care too much, and then we don't perform as well as because we feel like we're letting each other down. So really good question, and maybe one to file for hopefully 3-4 weeks down the road. But I certainly understand where you're coming from. So we'll wrap it up with that. Senior night tonight to honor everyone, all the seniors, contributors of our program, which are just, you know, too many to sit here. It'd be an entire day talking about all of them. And then go over to Kearney on Friday, and I know that crowd and that atmosphere will be a lot of fun for our guys and hopefully prepare us. Come district play in Chrisman next Tuesday. So by the time we talk next week, we got 3 games in, and we're talking about, you know, surviving and then trying to advance into the tournament as far as you can make a run. So well, we're working hard, and we're going to maintain our focus to try to keep this thing going, and certainly appreciate all your support along the way. Thanks, guys.